screen now? All right, so let me see. In terms of,
I will let you share the screen now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right, let me share screen now. Okay. Can you see screen now?
Yes, sir. I'm seeing the screen, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So, you see trading view, right? You see trading view?
I see the trading
okay.
view, like color.
So, yeah. So Ichimoku offers two things, basically. One is the momentum of the market, and the other one is the direction of the market.
Yes, sir.
And the momentum, you can capture this by location of the price to Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and Kumo, Senko span B.
Yes, sir.
So that means when you see the market below the Kumo, hold on, let me delete all these lines. And when you see the market below Kumo, for example, here.
Yes, sir.
This is the day when you saw the market is bearish in all the terms. So Tenkan-sen shows short term, Kijun-sen is midterm, and Senko span B is a long term.
Yes, sir.
And this is the day, the 17th of June was the day when all terms went bearish from short to mid to long term.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
But sometimes, even if you see the Kumo breakout, the market is still within Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, or sometimes the market is still above Kijun-sen. And that is not the bearish market yet.
So you mean that after candle breaking the below the Kumo, so all this time should be under the Kumo.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. So, and the idea of Sanyaku Gyakuten signal, this is called Sanyaku Gyakuten,
yes, sir.
is like a Sanyaku means three signals.
Yeah.
Yeah, three signals. Gyakuten means like like reverse.
Yes, sir.
So three signal is one is Tenkan Kijun dead cross and Chikou span breakout and Kumo breakout, as you know. So, but in this case, the order is very important also. Sometimes you see Chikou span breakout happens first and then Tenkan Kijun say dead cross second and then Kumo breakout. Or sometimes you see Tenkan Kijun dead cross first and then Kumo breakout second and Chikou span break third. But the right order is important. And the right order is first, you have to see Tenkan Kijun dead cross, and then Chikou span breakout, and then Kumo breakout. And
yes.
This is considered to be the stable change from bullish to bearish. Yes. Otherwise, the market is too spiky and it might be oversold.
So the first one is Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross. The second one is the Chikou span breakout. Then the third one is Kumo breakout, right, sir? Yeah.
Yes. So this should be first, and Chikou span break should be second, and then Kumo breakout third. And this is the right order of Sanyaku Gyakuten or Sanyaku Koten signal. And this is showing, if you see this order, then that means the market has been stably uptrending and stably reversed and stably turned to be bearish.
Yes, sir.
So you can expect the market continuously go down in the long term afterwards.
So how about the Chikou span, sir? You mean the Chikou span breakout below the Kumo or below the candles? Which one I have to be considered? Yes, sir.
Chikou span below candles is good.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah,
notice it.
Because Chikou span to candles shows the midterm, basically, because Chikou span takes 26 candles.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so when you see Chikou span break, that means for the last 26 days or for the last 26 candlestick time frame, the market has been turning to bullish to bearish.
Yes, sir.
For the last 26.
Yes,
so
sir.
For the last 26, this is exactly the timing when the buyers are break even and start to lose for the last 26. And sellers now become dominant in the market.
Sure, sir. So
yeah,
I mean that right after the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross, and also the Chikou span break below the candle, and also candle break the Kumo. So this means that the market is turning into the bearish. Am I right?
Exactly. Yes, that's true. That's true.
This means that the Chikou span is like, as long as the Chikou span break below the candle, it means that the market is turning into the bearish
Exactly.
without breaking the Kumo fast, right?
Exactly.
Sure.
But there's a meaning to Chikou span to Kumo also. And what Chikou span to Kumo means is that it means super long-term market momentum.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Because if you see Chikou span, from Chikou span to Kumo, it's 26 plus 26. So that's 51 candles ahead is a Kumo location, right? So when you see Chikou span breakout of the Kumo, that means this is now in the super long term, 52, 51 candles. Now the market is turning from bullish to bearish.
Yes, sir. I got your point, sir. So let me repeat that. The first one is that we need to like in order to say this market, this particular instrument is bearish. First of all, the Tangens engagement sign is happen. The second one is Chikou span break below the candle, and also candle break below the Kumo. This means the market is turning into bearish.
Yes.
And also, if Chikou span break below the Kumo, it means that market is long-term bearish, changing to the long-term bearish momentum. If I'm not wrong.
Yes, that's true. I mean, super long term. Yeah, because Tenkan-sen shows, so blue one in my chart color setting, blue one is Tenkan-sen. This is Tenkan-sen, and green one is Kijun-sen.
Yes, sir.
And Senko span B is here.
Yes, sir.
So Senko span B shows the long term.
Sure, sir.
And Tenkan-sen short term, Kijun-sen mid term.
Yes, sir.
So the market turns bullish to bearish at the Kumo breakout in the long term. Sure. But Chikou span breakout, the Kumo is super long term.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. So how about the Kumo tweak, sir? In order to take the sell trade in short-term time frame, do I need to wait the Kumo to be twisted or just straight way enter below? Kumo? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you better wait for the Kumo twist. And also, when you take a sell, let's say if you sell exactly on this day, 17th of June, let's say you place a sell here, and the idea of Ichimoku is that the question is, which term would you like to trade? Are you the short-term trader or mid-term trader or long-term trader is a question.
I'm the short-term trader, sir. Like
you are the short-term?
I'm holding the trade like a two day or 3 day, like a make to short-term to like negative term, something like that. No, I'm not like a scalping or day trading, but as you teach me the last 2 years ago, trying to enter at the right place, like a scalping stall or the day trading stall, but I trying to let the profit run and with trading stall or with exact TP. That is what I'm doing.
Okay, that's good. So you're the short term.
Yes, sir.
But what I mean by the short term is based on the Ichimoku. So that means if you take a sell here, and if you are a short-term trader, then you better exit once the market breaks the Tenkan-sen.
Sure, sir. I got
so that's the short term. So if you're the short term, then you will exit here on the 9th of July.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, still it's got like 3 weeks, so it's not a short term or 2 weeks, but yeah, this is the short term definition of Ichimoku.
Sure, sir.
And the midterm is Kijun-sen. So if you place a sell here, you will exit once the market breaks Kijun-sen, which is here.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So this is midterm. And for the long term, you exit once the market breaks the Senko span B. So you're still holding up until now.
Sure, sir. I got your point, sir. Very enlightened, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the beauty of Ichimoku, is that without changing time frames, you can see different terms on one single time frame. Because back then, when Ichimoku was created, there was no PC. Everything was handwritten. Even these candlesticks, there was no candlesticks. So everything handwritten, candlesticks were handwritten. So, you know, Goichi Hosoda came up with the idea of how to see charts in different terms on one single time frame, which was daily chart at that time.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, can I use what I understand right now is that this Tenkan Sen and Kijun Sen is like working as a trailing stall off or like something like a dynamic support and resistance, if I'm not wrong. So, can I use this
Yes.
in H1 time frame? Like,
Sure. Yes. So yes, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen works as support resistance. Sometimes the market bounce or reject, and the market continuously go down or up. And so, for example, here in this case, the market broke the Kumo here, and it came back to Kijun-sen here on the 29th of July. But this time, it wasn't really resisted, but it actually broke upwards, and then the market went bearish again.
sure, sir.
But for example, here, this part, you can see the resistance by Kijun-sen and also Tenkan-sen. So, and also here, if you see Tenkan-sen, you see some resistances here and here also. You got some resistances. So it works as resistance, but my suggestion is wait for the candle close on this day. And if the candlestick close is below Kijun-sen, then most likely it will be rejected and the market continues to go down. But once the market breaks the Kijun-sen, the close becomes above the Kijun-sen, then that is a breakout of the Kijun-sen. So it may go up to Kumo afterwards.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. So
yeah,
by the time price break above the Kijun-sen, so it's the time that we have to watch out the market. The market might go into bullish again, if I'm not wrong.
That's true. So if you look at the market as a term, 3 different terms, if you see the market below Tenkan-sen, that means all the terms from short to mid to long term, sellers are winning and buyers are losing.
Sure, sir.
Right? But once you see the market breaks Tenkan-sen here, that means now short-term buyers start to win and short-term sellers start to lose. But still in the midterm to long-term, sellers are winning.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. And when you see the market breaks Kijun-sen, this is when short to midterm buyers start to win, but long-term sellers are still winning.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. But in Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, when you see the market between Kijun-sen and Kumo, this is considered to be the range.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. So
the market loses its direction. So this is very difficult to trade in this area.
So sir, I have learned a lot regarding with this topic, sir. So when the price reach below between the Kumo and the Kijun-sen, that we should not take a trade around this time, right, sir, if I'm not wrong.
Right. Exactly. And especially when you see the market into the Kumo, this is like airplane going into the storm.
Sure.
So it goes up and down very sharply, and I never trade in this area.
Sure, sir. Sure. So
yeah,
inside the Kumo and also between the Kumo and Kijun-sen, meaning that we should not take a trade around this time, right, sir? Based on daily time frame.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. That's right.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah.
Sir, so like once price is turning into the bearish, sir. So in order to take a trade in H1 time frame, which is the best spot to trade regarding in terms of daily time frame? Do I need to check the Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen to take a trade in the H1 time frame? Like which one going to be the best for the H1 to enter, sir?
Sure. So you can look at the market exactly the same as you do in the daily chart by Ichimoku and capture exact entry edge by 1 hour chart. So for example, in this day, this is 17th of June. Let me go back to that day. Right. And if you observe the market here, it just broke the Kumo bearish.
Sure.
And when you drop down to 1 hour chart, it looks like this.
Sure.
So there was a huge breakout, and then the market has been below Kumo, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and Chikou span below candles.
Sure, sir.
So roughly here, I think this was due to news, but there was a huge drop. And on this huge drop, I never enter. You never enter because you see Kumo is too thin.
Yes, sir.
So Kumo too thin means that this is overshooting, oversold. So we have to wait until Kumo gets thicker. So as the market consolidates here, at the next second breakout, this will be an entry chance.
Sure, sir. Sure.
So technically speaking, on this day, I would enter here in 1 hour because here is exactly a time when you see the Kumo down nicely and Tenkan-sen down, Kijun-sen down, and Chikou span below candles. And market is below the Tenkan-sen.
Sure, sir. So,
yeah,
sir, how about in daily time frame, sir? So above some inside the Kumo and inside the between Kijun-sen and Kumo, is there any place that I should not take a set trade in terms of a daily time frame, like apart from the inside the Kumo and also between Kumo and the Kijun-sen, is there any other place that I should not take a trade? Like you can say that the market is in ranging or consolidation, something like that. So how?
Yeah. So obviously when you see the market range, you don't want to take trades. So when the market is range, you see the market goes up and down through the Kumo many times. So that will be like here. So
sure.
For example, here, hold on, let me put the vertical line. So this 6th of November, 2020, you see the market is above the Kumo, above Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and Chikou span above the candles.
Sure, sir.
But if you see Kumo, it's flat. Let me go back to this date. So Kumo shape is also very important. This is flat Kumo.
Yes, sir.
And
flat B flat. Yes, sir.
Yeah, flat, and it's not twisted yet.
Yes.
In my chart color setting, the dark gray is bullish Kumo, and light gray is bearish Kumo.
Yes, sir.
So this is still a bearish Kumo, sideways flat. So I don't take a trade here.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, it may be resisted at the previous resistances and reverse backwards.
Sure, sir.
So this is also example where you don't want to take trades, and this is also a fake Kumo breakout because you don't see the right order.
Sure, sir.
So it's a fake Kumo break. So I don't take a trade in this case.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
So this means that the market is staying in consolidation state, if I'm not wrong, sir.
Exactly. Yeah. Obviously, it's ranging as per price action too, but in Ichimoku perspective, it's also range.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Chikou span is the only sign that it's bullish, but it's not trustable in this case. It's range basically. So we better stay away in this time frame.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
I got your point, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have a look at the US oil shares, sir. I have the same portion right now. Yes, sir. US oil shares, sir. US oil, yeah.
USD?
Crude oil, sir. Crude oil.
Oh, crude oil. Okay. Crude oil. Or WTI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Here is the daily time frame.
Sure, sir. So how will you now, sir? In the market is in the bearish, but the market is like a consolidation state, if I'm not wrong, sir. How will you see that, sir?
This is bearish to me. It's bearish because simply the market is below Kijun-sen, Kumo, and Chikou span below candles. So it's bearish. And this is also still consecutive reverse in waves. If you see the wave, it has been consecutive reverse in wave. So the market could be resisted by the Kijun-sen and still go down this way.
Sure. Sir.
Yeah, in this is only technical analysis, not fundamental, but technically it's bearish.
Sure, sir. So right now, sir, Sango span A and B is flat, right? If I'm not wrong. Sango span A.
Yeah, technically, yes. Sango span B, A angles are flat. Yes, it's flat.
So do I need to take a set trade? Do I need to wait Sango span A down or B down, sir? In terms of
exactly.
Yeah.
We better wait for the Sango span either B down or A down plus Kijun-sen down to sell.
Sure, sir. So the key is Kijun-sen, Sango span A and B, and also Kijun-sen, right, sir? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And also Chikou span. Chikou span needs to be below candles when it happens.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
I got your point, sir. So
Yeah.
so far USY stayed in bearish mode if I'm according to the Ichimoku analysis. So the price at least the price going to go about 60, 66 or 65, something like that if the price went down.
Yeah, all the way. Yes. If it breaks support, then yeah, it will continuously be down.
Sure, sir. So
yeah, so like I mentioned previously, there are two things about Ichimoku, and one is direction, and the other one is momentum.
yes, sir.
So momentum, you can capture it by the location of the price to Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, Kumo. So momentum-wise, this is bearish in the long to mid-term, but bullish in the short term, right?
Sure, sir.
Simply because the market is above Tenkan-sen, but below Kijun-sen, Kumo. But direction-wise, this is flat.
Yes,
because you see Senko span B flat, Kijun-sen flat, and Tenkan-sen flat.
sure, sir. So
Yeah.
that would be great if the price is below the Tenkan-sen. So it means that the market is in super bearish mode. If I'm not wrong.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Until the market breaks the Tenkan-sen bullish, next time it will be bearish in the short term.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, I also have the caution in terms of 1 hour chart. Sir. Can you tell me into the 1 hour chart, sir? 1 hour chart. Yeah.
Which one? Sorry.
1 hour chart, sir. USY 1 hour time frame. Yeah.
Oh, 1 hour.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, let's say that, sir. Like, sir, can I have a look at the previous one, sir? Yeah. The price action.
Okay, like
yes, sir.
Like this. Okay.
So to take a trade, sir, have you ever buying the buying the one position, like to take a trade? You are waiting like it candidate to be close above the Kumo, or you just enter right below Kumo, something like that, to take a buying trade. How will you?
Yeah. So in this example, I see that there was a Kumo breakout here.
Sure, sir.
So let me go back to that time. So this was the 3rd of December, 2021. And yeah, so this was a right order in 1 hour. You saw that there was a Tenkan Kijun Gold Cross and Chikou span break and Kumo breakout.
Sure, sir. Right order.
So, and also Kumo also twisted bullish. So this is nice. So I would take a buy here by 1 hour and put the stop loss below the previous support or below the Tenkan-sen. I put the stop loss. So, and usually I take 2 trades at a time. I don't take 1 trade, but I take two trades at a time. And I risk 2% on these 2 trades, so 1 each. But let's say take a buy and I monitor market. So I would put the, let's see, I put the buy position here at the breakout, and also stop loss will be below the previous candle. So I would take this as a stop loss. So I take 2 trades and I monitor the chart, and it went backwards as we saw earlier. Okay, so it went backwards below Tenkan-sen. So this is when I exit one of the trades.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, so I will exit one of the trades, but the other one I still keep below the previous support. And as I monitor chart, the market goes down this way. And the market is still on the Kijun-sen, but once the market breaks Kijun-sen or breaks the previous support, I will exit on this one. Okay, so this is exactly when I exit.
Sure, sir, sure.
So I will exit in loss, and I will exit in a very small loss here on these 2 trades. And the market is now ranging, so we better exit because it's not trending anymore. And as I monitor chart, the market is ranging, and also the market went up above Kijun-sen also.
Sure, sir.
But I still monitor the chart. And what I wait for is I wait for the gold cross above Kumo. Gold cross Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen above Kumo,
Sure,
and
sir.
then buy, and Chikou span above candles.
candle.
Yeah. So let's see. I simply wait until it happens. So here,
Gold cross.
there was a gold cross, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, but still, if you see Chikou span is still touching candles.
Yes, sir.
So here, I don't take a buy yet.
Wow. So the Chikou span is really important in
Yes.
Ichimoku.
Yeah. And also angle of Kijun-sen flat also. So I wait for the Kijun-sen to turn up and Kumo turn up, Chikou span above candles, and then buy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but looks like it's about to happen. So I will continue to monitor. Okay, now the market is still ranging, going up and down. Okay, so now I see all the lines are up.
Yes, sir. Chikou span, the Kijun span also up, Tenkan-sen up, Sango span A up, B up. So all these
Right,
up.
exactly. Yeah. And when you see this, this is a potential breakout of the resistance in Ichimoku.
Sure, sir. Sure.
So in this way, you can capture the market momentum direction before the breakout. If you only see price action, you might think that the market might be rejected and retrace backwards. So you better wait for the breakout is a theory. Yes. But in Ichimoku, you can place a buy here already and expect the market breaks the resistance, which is my favorite favorite setup.
Wow. So in terms of price session, like it's support resistant, like we better buy the after break out the we break out the resistance, right? Something.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Like in theory, you better wait for the breakout and wait for the pullback and push back and buy.
Yes, sir.
This is from textbook, right?
Yes, sir. Textbook. Yeah.
But it doesn't always happen. Sometimes without the pullback, it just goes up and up this way, and you might feel you miss a chance.
Yes. Yes, sir. Wow.
Yeah.
So meaning that, sir, to take a buying trade, you only consider like a Sayako design. Right after Sayako design, then you take a trade. I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
So to take it sell and also like a vice versa, like the candle should be below the Kumo. The Chikou should be below the Kumo, below the candle, and also Tenkan engagement and cross. Then you will enter the trade. And
yeah, that's true.
One time frame.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, sir. Yeah.
So yeah, in this case, I place a buy here and put the stop losses below the previous support. And I keep monitoring the chart. And the market goes up now nicely. And after this consolidation, the market breaks. The market breaks the resistance now. And this is when I move this stop loss to break even. I move the stop loss slightly above the position so that in case anything happens, the market shoot down, but I don't lose in this way.
As usual, sir, when you enter the two trade or one particular trade?
I take two trades every time.
1% on each trade, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So that would be like two trades here and two stop losses here originally.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. So once after price break below the Tenkan-sen, you will exit one trade, right? If I'm not wrong.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
sir.
I keep the other one at the break even or start to trail the profit. So let me see. I will just keep holding until the market breaks Tenkan-sen this time. So there was a bounce. So I didn't exit. I wait for the clear breakout. So here, there was a clear break. So I will exit here on one of the trades.
Yes, sir.
And the other one, in this case, most likely I will move it to the previous support.
Yes, sir.
So that even if the market retraces backwards, I will fix this profit.
Wow, sir.
Yeah, but still hoping that the market goes up continuously because it's above Kijun-sen still.
Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. And also, sir, I have so far, right, till now, right, I got the one memory with you. Like this time, at the time, right, the goal is a very bullish mode, very bullish mode. Then you making a lot of money in that trade, and also you stay holding this position all the way to like 5 day or 7 day. So take a profit, right? Do you have any particular take profit level? So without the Ichimoku trading style, like for me, right? For my trading style, right? Once I enter the trade, the thing is that in ranging market, I set the 1:3. 3 and
Mhm.
in the trading market I set the TP 5 so 1:5. So these are the style that I do in my trading system. So
Okay.
for you, right, sir, do you have any particular take profit without trading stop loss? Like it's something?
Yeah, I used to have take profit, but not anymore. I don't place TP anymore.
Wow. So
But I do draw lines on the resistances, or I do draw lines on the price theory of Ichimoku. I check the E target and N target, NT target, and V target by Ichimoku. But it doesn't mean that I exit there. Sometimes market breaks resistance and keeps going up and up. In that case, I keep trading the profits along the way until it stops uptrending.
wow. So actually mean that so far what I understand is that the two line, the Cajun sign is your less defensive line if I'm not wrong.
That's true.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because as I mentioned, when you see breakout Kijun-sen, that's when the market is a range.
Sure.
So yeah, the market might be traced back to Kumo, so you better exit there.
Sure, sir. So
Yeah.
once after, like let's say that, right, price went down below the Kijun Sen, and after that the price went above the Tengen-sen, Kijun-sen, Tengen-sen, Kijun-sen make the go cross, Chigo span above the candle, and also Sango span A at B at, then you will take a buy trade again, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Or sometimes once I find the market is above and going up towards my direction, and once I set the break even like this, then I look for another entry chance to buy.
Wow.
So I might be buying at this pushback of the Tenkan-sen, or at this pushback, I might be buying, and I keep trading the profits along the way also.
So sir, it's like averaging up,
Yes, averaging up.
You make the pyramid trade, right? Like keep
Exactly. Exactly. But the key is I only do so once I move it, the stop loss is break even.
Wow.
So that I don't risk anymore, and I can safe enough to build up more positions, more trades along the way.
Yes, sir. I got your
That's
point.
a risk management. Yeah.
Very enlightening, sir. And also, sir, I would like to hear the update again. So last time, right, you teach me like I used to ask one question, like in 1 week, right? If you lose three consecutive logs in 1 week, you take a break. So far,
Exactly.
you are still doing that one? Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I lose 3 times consecutive per day, then that means my system doesn't work on that day. Or maybe my emotion is not there, or maybe I'm losing focus, maybe. Something is wrong if I lose 3 times per day. And that's when I take a break and come back next day. Even if I see a strong trend, even if I see a beautiful market, I will stay away on that day for sure. That's my rule.
Sure, sir. And also, in terms of risk management, like for me, right, you also teach me like for one particular trade, maximum rate is 2%. Have you ever take more risk on one particular trade in your according to your experience? Yeah.
Yes, there is a case where I take more than 2%. In that case, that's when I see weekly chart or monthly chart also trending. And then daily trending and 1 hour trending. So if I see 3 time frames trending at the same time, I go for more than 2% risk per trade.
Wow, sir. So
yeah,
like 3%, 4%,
3% to 4%. Yes, I go for it. Yes, and then I take 3 trades. So 1% each. I take 3 trades and trail into 3 different time frames.
Wow, sir. Wow.
Yeah.
Really good, sir. So, like, to take a, like for me, sir, and to take a trade in 1 hour time frame, I work with the price action trading, like the support resistance, and I see the price behavior around this, and also I take a trade accordingly. Now I'm very clear that my problem is that to see the long-term visualization, like long-term momentum is up or a bullish or bearish, I find a little bit difficult in terms of long-term trend visualization. Now I clear that if in daily time frame, if I see the cycle go to like a Tangens engagements and cross a candle, the Kumo, Chico span above the candle. These three signs mean that the market is like a particular bullish or particular bearish. Right?
Exactly. Yes.
So
yes,
you will not take a trade like in Kumo and also Kijun-san, between Kijun-san and Kumo as well, right?
Right. I don't take a trade in that case. Or when you see Chikou span still touching the candles, then I don't take a trade.
So how about the Euro-USD right now? So how do you see this according to
the
Euro-USD?
A daily chart?
Daily chart. Yeah,
let's see. So Euro-USD is obviously bearish.
Yes.
Because Kumo has been bearish, Kijun-sen is now pointing down, and market is below Kijun-sen, Chikou span below candles. So at a glance, this is bearish.
Wow, this is bearish, right?
Yeah.
That's so you mean you keep selling, right? If I'm not wrong, then
yes, I look for the sell chance in this case, and I can also see that there's a P wave. P wave is like a triangle.
Yes, sir.
And it's term for Ichimoku P wave, and most likely, if you see the Kijun-sen point down and Tenkan-sen below Kijun-sen, most likely P wave breakout happens bearish. This is also Ichimoku strategy.
Yes, sir.
So I expect the market breaks P wave and then look for the sell chance after this P wave breakout.
So you only take a sell trade right after price break to the triangle, right?
Right. Yes.
Only then you would take a sell trade. Otherwise, you want to take a trade,
right? There are still cases where I take a trade.
Wow.
Yeah. So that will be Kijun-sen retracement. So I look for the sell chance here because it's bearish and Kijun-sen is pointing down. But if Kijun-sen is flat, then the market might reverse back to Kijun-sen.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
So if I see, let's say this is daily chart, but if I see 1 hour chart trending up as the market retraces back to daily Kijun-sen, then I take 1 hour to follow bullish trend, and target will be on the daily Kijun-sen.
Sure, sir. So
it's like here. Once the market reached the bottom here and double bottom created, and market breaks the Tenkan-sen and it's retracing back to Kijun-sen.
So
when you see,
is it like a counter trend trade? Yeah.
Right, counter trend. Yeah, trade. Yes. And I can see 1 hour chart is up. Then I take 1 hour to capture the uptrend and target to Kijun-sen.
Wow. I got your point, sir. Sometimes possibly the counter trend trade, if I'm not wrong.
That's true. But I only do so in the lower time frames.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
I got your point, sir. Oh, your point, sir. It's really
good. So many strategies Ichimoku has, and also some of them are my original strategies.
Yes, sir. Wow.
But Ichimoku is so powerful in this way. Unlike other indicators, Ichimoku is so powerful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, I have clarified a lot, sir. Thank you for.
Okay, great to hear that.
Yes, sir. I really. You have given me so much time regarding with this topic.
You're welcome.
So how's the weather in Dubai right now, sir? Is it so hot right now?
It's getting cooler now, but still in the daytime, it's about like a 26, 27 degrees. So it's still warm, but not too hot. Oh. Yeah, when I came here in July, it was super hot. It was like 40 some degrees in Celsius. So it was super hot, but now it's cooling down and it's becoming nice season.
Wow. It's really good. So you were staying in the Burj Khalifa?
Yes, this is in Burj Khalifa, yes. I can see the fountain downstairs. Wow. At nighttime, it's beautiful.
You are buying that one or you are renting that one, sir? So if you are renting, you have to pay a lot.
Yeah, I'm still renting because I want to see neighbors and how the living is here. But I started to like here. So next year, I'm thinking to purchase this unit.
Wow. So it will cost you $1 million or something like that?
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 million, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, because this is 3 bedrooms and it's a facing fountain and it's a corner side. There is no neighbors on the other side. So it's a corner. So it's a bit more expensive.
Wow.
But yeah, I love this unit so much. So
I really admire, sir. I really admire. And also, not because you are living your lifestyle, but because you are like you are calm and you are like, you know, your attitude. I really like it, sir.
thank you.
That I learning from you. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much. Yeah, because you know, I'm trading, and without trading job, I wouldn't be able to live in Dubai here. But in a sense, you know, I want to enjoy my life, and that's my purpose. And also, I want to spend good time with my friends and family, and to do that, I do Forex. Yeah. So originally, I was doing Forex for money to living, but now it changed.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Forex purpose should be, you know, not like making money itself, but you know, supporting family, friends. Then you can have more energy, more power to be able to trade and to practice and to make things happen. Yeah. That's my belief.
So
Yeah.
have you ever thinking about going back to Japan soon, or you will be in Dubai?
Yeah. So right now Japan is open, but still the flight tickets are very expensive, and also I have to be in a hotel for some days in Japan. So right now I think it's not really worth to back, but maybe next April or May I'm thinking to go back to visit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I also want to visit the Dubai song, sir. Now, as you already know, the country is not that good now. So I have to, at least I have to wait some time, like the country, and then if the political situation changes, I will come
Okay.
and meet you.
Yeah. If you can visit Japan, then we can meet together in Japan, and I will take you to nice sushi restaurants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, sir. Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Sure, you're welcome.